A very good evening to everyone. Hope everyone is healthy and everything is okay. Yeah, welcome to tonight's stream. Myself, Peter Geldnes, will be your commentator tonight. And we are live from Chang International Raceway for the first round of the SimTC Challenge. And this is the Division 2 race for tonight. And I hope you will enjoy this with me. And I'm quite excited to see what the drivers can bring us and see how it goes from there. As we can see, the track map on display now. Chang International Circuit consisting of 12 corners from the main straight, sharp right hand corner, turn 1, all the way down to turn 3, almost a kilometer in length. And while we are waiting for the guys to go on the outlap, I think we'll quickly go and look how does the track look like. We'll play you a little lap that Nick Hodgson did for us in the Volvo. Now sit back and enjoy a rapid lap from Nick Hodgson.
Alright, good evening everybody and welcome to round 5 here at Sim Race SA for the 2021.2 season. We are of course in the BTCC Super Touring cars. We're in the Volvo S40 and we are at Chang International, and we go straight flying across the start finish straight. We of course have quite high temperatures here, braking between the 100 and the 50 for T1. Feathering the throttle to make sure we don't hit the green stuff on the left hand side, I should say. You will lose a lot of time. I in fact could have done that corner a little bit quicker, had about a tenth and a half in me there, but it's okay. We're looking down Now towards our first big braking zone, braking just as those black marks get a little bit wider, and then T3 quite tricky, but we get a good exit, running the car all the way to the left hand side there, and another straight. We get to sit and think about our life for a little bit, going into 6th gear. Here we go, and about to flick the car through. I like to flick it through in 5th gear. I find it gives me a little bit more stability into T4, T5. I brake a little bit earlier, carry a little bit more speed on the exit, and then power down. Keep the car nice and tight on the exit of T6, so you can then flick the car through T7, almost flat sticks or flat sticks, through T7. Don't touch the green on the left hand side. Once again, T8, brake a little bit earlier, carry a bit more speed, and get a better exit. T9, I run a little bit wide out and then get back on the power nice and early, flicking into 3rd, full power all the way through T10, keep it nice and tight to 10 and 11, shorten the track as much as you can into 5th gear. We're looking for our last braking zone just by these black marks, braking hard for T12, turning in and back on the power early. It's a nice short run to the line, and we'll cross the line for a 1 minute 41.416.
Well, thank you, Nick, for that rapid lap. It was as Nick said, in the Volvo. As we see, the guys are out on the outlaps, starting to do the qualifying run. We've got a 10-minute qualifying and then a 20-minute race for the first race. And then we'll start again with the second race, again with a 10-minute qualifying and a 40-minute race, where all the strategies and fuel loads and tire choices comes into play. Well, let's see who's on track and see what the guys are up to doing qualifying. You can see Patrick Lingley there in the Nissan. Only one of few Nissans in the series on his first lap. Coming now to the last corner, turn 12, then onto the main straight. He does put up a lap, and Dani Stander just behind him on 45.1, and Wesley Ferrand now pops up there in pole position so far with 143.1. Rubens Ras also there in second place, 143.7. Now we see we've got currently on track Wesley Ferrand. We've got Rubens Ras there in second place so far. The Dani Stander out there on track. Patrick Lingley going to the pits and doing some setup changes, and probably getting ready to attack the track again for another qualifying run. We also got Christy Simon on track in the BMW. I think there's a few BMWs in tonight's race, and we'll catch them. The Cleopas Aula in the other BMW in the SRAC colors. Yeah, Andre Hildebrand also in the BMW. Yeah, thank you, Andre, for using our spare car in the SRAC colors. Yeah, some good SRAC promotion that you're helping us with there. So thank you for that. Yeah, it looks like we only got 8 drivers on track so far. With Wesley Perron still there in pole position of the 143.1. And also welcome to the YouTube viewers there. I see Hardest Boyser, Dirk Brandt. Yeah, good evening guys, and yeah, thank you for joining us. Wesley is currently about 0.2 up, 0.3 down on his time, so that. Let's see who else is there. Kubus Russ also a little bit up. Hannes Tanner also. Sean Olivier. He's now still in 4th place. Getting some more speed out of also in the sun. 0.3 up, 0.4 up. Going over the line now. He does improve but stays 4th. Let me see, Wesley is in the Volvo, currently still in pole position, 142.9. Kubus Ras in another Volvo, 143.6. And the top 3 so far, also Volvo for Dani Stander, 144.2. And then Sean Olivier is in the Nissan, 144.7. Patrick Lingley still in the pits, in 5th position, 145.4. And Cleopas and Christy Simon and Andre Hildebrandt, 3 BMWs in 6, 7 and 8. Also welcome to Sean Bingham that joined the YouTube chat there. Evening Sean. There's only about 8 seconds left of qualifying. We've got Wesley Ferrand, Kubus Ras, Dani Stander, Sean Olivier, Patrick Lingley, Cleopas Haula, Christy Simon and Andre Hildebrandt. Only 8 drivers for tonight. Maybe while the guys are getting ready for the first race, maybe just a quick look at the weather. Our road temperature 26 degrees, ambient temperature 29, but a strong southerly wind. And yeah, I'm gonna see how that wind is affecting the cars down the straight. Maybe just a quick look at who's on track. Myself there in the pace car. We've got Kobus Ras. Now Kobus just picked Wesley Ferrand there on the dying moments for qualifying. Well done, Kobus. And then we've got Wesley Ferrand, Arnie Stander. He's also using Carl Steeg's car. And Sean Oliver in the Nissan there. Patrick Lingley. Lupas. And we've got Christy Simon. Then Andre Hildebrand in the other BMW. We're making ready for the first race at 20 minutes. I look at the tire choices there. I can see Kobus Ras is on softs. Wesley Ferrand medium. Arnie Stander soft. Sean Olivier soft. Patrick Lingley medium. Lupas in the BMW in mediums, and Christy and Andre also in the other BMWs on softs. The race director says go, and lights are on, and we are racing. Someone got a little bit slow start there. I remember the Volvo is bogging a little bit at the start. Kobus Ras seems like he's got a great start there. I think Wesley Ferrand was the one that got left behind there on the start due to slow pickup. Going to turn 3 after that long straight. Kobus. Looks like everyone got away well. Yeah, Cleopas also made up a position or two on the start. We should just keep our eye on Wesley Ferrand, because I think after the start we will be focusing on getting back up to the front. Had a little bit of a problem there in the front. Someone going off. Nerves is quite high still after the start. I think the guys just focus and relax a little bit, and then focus on getting good consistency and have a good race. After lap 1, Kobus Ras, Wesley Ferrand now in second, and Cleopas Ahula with the BMW in third. Sean Olivier now trying to get past Patrick Lingley. He's on the inside coming up to turn 3. Made the pass stick there. Sean Olivier running a little bit wide there coming out of turn 8, and he's right behind Andre Hildebrand. Looking from Andre Hildebrandt's car backwards to Sean Olivier. The Nissan is right behind Sean there. And they're running a little bit wide, giving Sean the opportunity to go on to the inside. Front Kubus keeping that gap between himself and Wesley about 3.8 seconds. See if Wesley can pick up the pace to get closer to Kubus there. Patrick going very sideways there underneath the Nissan. So down his thunder. Very sideways. I have to say, Ardes, that BMW do sound great. Cleopas doing a good job there in third, with Christy Simon behind him, so two BMWs are doing quite well early up in the race. Christy Simon is gaining a little bit there on that long straight, looking for that inside line under braking. Cleopas did see him coming and gave him enough room there. Great pass, Christy. Yeah, up front Wesley is reeling in Kubus. It was a 3.8 second gap, it's now a 3.3 second gap. Christy on the softs and Cleopas there on, but these BMWs got mediums. It would be interesting to see how the tires last through the first race with about 13 minutes to go. Bradley Taylor also joined us in another BMW. Now we've got 9 cars on track. Sean Olivier also reeling in Andre Hildebrandt. Sean Lane and Nissan. It would be nice to see the Nissan doing well. They've got a few challenges by themselves, especially fuel usage, as I can recall. And Cleopas keeping within distance of Christy, just looking for some mistake that Christy can and that he can get the opportunity to get back into that third place. Patrick Lingley in one of the Nissans went into the pit. Probably have some technical issue. Jakob was still maintaining that 3-second gap to Wesley Ferrand. Sean Olivier got past Andre Hildebrand. Now Andre Hildebrand's got Dani Stander behind him. Looks like Patrick Lingley did sort out his technical problems. He's coming back onto track. Dani Stander now very close to Andre. Looking for that inside line under the braking. Running a little bit deep on the exit, giving Andre again the opportunity to do the cutback. Racing down the other portion of the long straight to turn 4, I think, with Dani on the inside. They gave each other nice room there. And Dani getting back his position. Now running a little bit wide there. As soon as you touch those green portions of the curbs, he just slides you towards the outside. Dani, Andre Hildebrand got a little bit of a oversteer situation there. Still up front, Kobus Ras increased the lead now to almost 5 seconds. Wesley Ferrand in second place. Christie doing well in the BMW in third. And Cleopas in another BMW fourth. Sean Olivier now, see if he can get closer to Cleopas. About 2-second gap between them. And Jalder Deppenaar, welcome to the stream. Nice of you guys to support the SRAC crew. Andre Hildebrand had a little bit of a problem as he's standing next to the track, coming to pits. There's a little bit of a technical problem there with the BMW. Cleopas now coming under attack from Sean Olivier in the Nissan. Sean running very wide there. Probably had some understeer trying to get into turn 1. He did well there to defend that line. Meanwhile, Andre Hildebrand still in the pit, trying to get behind the technical issues that he's got with his BMW. perfectly defending that corner, but just ran a little bit wide, under braking there, giving Sean the opportunity, and he took that to get into 4th place. Cobus still maintaining a 5-second lead over Wesley Ferrand. I think what happened with Wesley is exactly the same that happened with me on Monday night, first race. When the lights went out, my Volvo didn't go anywhere, just like creeping forward slowly. So, and that was due to my first gear ratio being too long. Christy Simon in 3rd place, keeping the BMW. Sean Olivier again running very wide. Probably have some problems with that Nissan of his. You see on what tires is Sean. Sean is on the softs. Might be a problem with the softs going off. Bradley Taylor also now battling to get to grips with his BMW. He's also on the softs with the BMW. Maybe also some tire problems. Talking about Monday night, I saw Nick Hodgson going out on softs with the Volvo. As he said in the commentary afterwards, he could actually manage to make the softs work for him on the Volvo, and he actually did very well there. I opted for my first race mediums and did last, but yeah, the softs I couldn't get to last. With 4 minutes to go, we still got Cobus Ras there in 1st place. And Wesley Ferrand about 5 seconds down the road in 2nd. Christy Simon and Sean Olivier now together. Now Sean managed to go through turn 3. Christy on his outside. A little bit of a lock-up as the car moved away towards the left for that Nissan. Inside tires tending to lock up. Christy also on softs in the BMW. And down is Tone trying to get closer to Cleopas Aula. Seems like the mechanics and the support crew of Andre Hildebrand still working on that BMW. Patrick Lingley had a bit of a pit stop early in the race, maybe due to some technical stuff as well. And Bradley Taylor joined a little bit late, but made up some time into 7th place. Cleopas maintaining that 1.5 second gap to Dani Stander. And just up the road from them, Christy Simon not really letting Olivier get away, keeping within striking distance, about 0.6 down. on board with Christy Simon. See Sean struggling a little bit there on turn in. Looks like a little bit of understeer. Klupas and Dani Standard are battling for that 5th place. Dani is outside. Coming down the main straight. I think the wider line let you just give a little bit more of traction, and Dani made the pass stick. And you could see there, as soon as Klupas touched that green strip on the outside of the track, it just threw him outside. And up front, Klupas Ras on his last lap, going through turn 7. Leading from the start. Can't recall any mistakes. Also made the softs work. Well done, Kubas. Coming into the last corner and over the line. Wesley Ferrante in 2nd place. Ron Olivier with a sliding Christy Simon behind him in the BMW in 3rd, and Christy in 4th. Well on Christy in 4th place, and yeah, Sean Olivier in 3rd. Klupas. Dani Standard, Klupas, Bradley Taylor, Patrick Lingley, and Andre Hildebrand. So very well done, guys. Nice racing. We will be right back after this. We just need to change servers and ready for all of the action again. And we are back for the second race. There is still about a 2.5 minute time for some practice left. Then we will start with a 10-minute qualifying and then a 40-minute race. Quite exciting to see what the guys opting for fuel strategy and tire strategy. But a little bit more about that. Maybe just look at the track map again. We are at Chang International Racing Raceway, and yeah, I think it's a 4.5 kilometer track, 12 corners, long straights. I think the longest straight is around 1 kilometer. So a very nice opportunity to get into the slipstream of someone and then see if you can get a pass there into turn 3. We did see some passes to in the first race through turn 3. That's the weather. Then 26-degree road temperature. Nice and hot. 29 degrees ambient temperature. Wind of 20 kilometers an hour. Affecting the cars. And I think while we are waiting, and again, maybe just ask Nick Hodgson to take us on a quick lap, just to get a quick overview and see if everything is still fine. All over to you, Nick.
Alright, good evening everybody and welcome to round 5 here at SimRace SA for the 2021.2 season. We are of course in the BTCC Super Touring cars. We're in the Volvo S40 and we are at Chang International, and we go straight flying across the start-finish straight. We of course have quite high temperatures here, braking between the 100 and the 50 for T1. Feathering the throttle to make sure we don't hit the green stuff on the left hand side, I should say. You will lose a lot of time. I in fact could have done that corner a little bit quicker, had about a tenth and a half in me there, but it's okay. We're looking down now towards our first big braking zone, braking just as those black marks get a little bit wider, and then T3 quite tricky, but we get a good exit, running the car all the way to the left hand side there, and another straight. We get to sit and think about our life for a little bit, going into 6th gear. Here we go, and about to flick the car through. I like to flick it through in 5th gear. I find it gives me a little bit more stability into T4, T5. I brake a little bit earlier, carry a little bit more speed on the exit, and then power down. Keep the car nice and tight on the exit of T6, so you can then flick the car through T7, almost flat sticks through T7. Don't touch the green on the left hand side once again. T8, brake a little bit earlier, carry a bit more speed, and get a better exit. T9, I run a little bit wide out and then get back on the power nice and early, flicking into 3rd, full power all the way through T10, keep it nice and tight to 10 and 11, shorten the track as much as you can into 5th gear. And we're looking for our last braking zone just by these black marks, braking hard for T12, turning in and back on the power early. It's a nice short run to the line, and we'll cross the line for a 1 minute 41.416.
Thank you again, Nick, for that lap. Looks like all the conditions and the lap is still great out there. The guys getting ready to go on the out laps for start of qualifying. So we've got a 10-minute qualifying, about 9 minutes left of that qualifying. We've got on track for the second race. Now we've got Andre Hildebrand in the BMW. The Bradley Taylor I mentioned joined us in the first race. Christy Simon. Die Dani staan daar. En Kobus Ras. En Cleopas in de BMW. Patrick Lingley in de Nissan. And Sean Olivier in another Nissan. Sean now this time out in the Odin racing colors. And yeah, Sean Bebeye also joined us in another BMW. And Wesley Ferrand in the Volvo. The guys starting doing their first quick laps. Wesley Ferrand sliding it in turn 4, coming off that long back straight. Going through that technical section to 8, 9, 10. To 11 and up to 12, the last corner. And Wesley go provisionally pole 143.0. Patrick Lingley now coming up onto the line. Want to do a valid lap. See what Kobus Ras brings us. He's starting his quick lap now. And a very welcome again to the YouTube viewers out there. Jandre Dippenaar, I see Gerard Niemand there. Morne Forsier also joined us there. So Ryan Hill also did a quick look. Hardest boys, Dirk Brandt, Sean Bingham. Dani Stander now popping up in second place, Sean Olivier third, Lupas Ola in fourth, and Bradley Taylor in fifth. Wesley starting another lap into turn 3. Still a bit down. See if he can pick up some speed on the second back straight. Made up some good time getting a good exit through that turn 3, but losing it in 4. Yeah, is maintaining about a 0.2 up on his delta. Nice and tidied through 8 and 9. Keeping onto that line, not too much curb on through 10. Going down to 12. Almost 0.3 up. A little bit on the entry. Still maintaining it. To improve to 142.8. It was Ras coming through 7, running a little bit wide there. Dan is Standard in 3rd, Sean Olivier on 4th, Leopas 5th, Bradley Taylor 6th. Looks like we've got 10 drivers on track. Just slipping that turn 4 a little bit on the inside, unsettling the car, but managing to keep it within the lines. If you can maintain a 0.1 up in East Delta, you can probably go into 2nd place. Lost some time there on going through 8-9 due to that clipping those green patch on the outside of the curve. Leopas in the pit, looks like he's happy with his 4th place, well done. Wesley Ferrand 2.8 in 1st. Lucas Ras is still out there. Dan is Standard in 3rd. The pits, and then Cleopas as well 4th. Sean Olivier in the pits, happy with his qualifying, preparing for the race. As we said, a 40-minute race coming up. Cobus Ras will improve, but still stay 2nd. Bradley 0.2, 0.3 down on his, up in his time, sorry, down. Always get confused of up and down. Up is improvement, down is not improvement. Okay, so yeah, we've got 10 drivers this time around for 2nd race. Sean, Andre, Patrick sliding the Nissan there through 4th corner. Almost a 2nd up on his time. Sliding a little bit through 8. Opt for that wider cutback, keeping it tight through 10 and 11 and up to 12. Lost some time there in that technical portion, 8, 9, 10. And the braking do pick up a little bit. Will improve on his time. 1:45.2 in 8th place. So our starting positions for the second race: Wesley Ferrand, Cobus Ras, Dani Stander, Cleopas Haula, John Olivier, Christy Simon, Bradley Taylor, Patrick Lingley, Andre Hildebrand, and Sean Webeye. It's interesting to see what the guys opting for to do the strategies. As I can recall, on Monday night, I think the top 8 guys about, I think, did go with the hard compounds and did not stop. I'd like to see what the guys are going to do this time around in this Division 2 race. Maybe they did find some tips of the Monday night race after Division 1 and see how it goes. Quickly look at the tire choices there. I see Wesley Ferrand on mediums, Cobus Ras on hards, Dani Stander hard, Cleopas hards, John Olivier on a medium, Christy Simon hards, Bradley Taylor medium, and then everyone, Patrick Lingley, Andre Hildebrand and Sean all on hards. The lights are on and we are racing. We basically got a better start this time around. Looks like everyone got safely through turn 1 and down towards the airport at the bottom of turn 3. Dani Stander lost it a little bit there. The Cleopas running a little bit wide, falling in behind Patrick Lingley. Cleopas going for that inside line, just a little bit deep with the braking. Bradley Taylor losing the back end of the BMW through 8. Now coming up to the turn 12 for the first lap. Wesley Ferrand leads with Cobus Ras at 0.8 behind him. On Olivier, the son in third. We've got Patrick Cleopas and Christy Simon. Christy looking for that inside line. Cleo give him a lot of room there. It was a tight entry into turn 1. I think Christy maybe just lost a little bit of drive out of the corner. Cleopas on his inside. And under braking managed to get back the position there. I think Christy will stabilize clear. I've seen in the first race it managed to get past Cleo. Like I say, this is a 40-minute race, still 37 minutes to go. Gonna be quite interesting to see what the tire choices and how it's gonna be at the end of the race. Yeah, Wesley Ferrand in mediums up front, Cobus Ras hards. Italy just losing it a little bit there. It's still a long race. I think Cleo must just focus again and get the consistency up and running, and he will get up through the field. Bradley also coming back up to speed after his spin. All now under attack of Sean Weber there. Down is Stander getting past Andre Hildebrand. If I can look at the tires so far again, up front Wesley's got mediums, so with the mediums I'm probably predicting that he's gonna make a pit stop. I recall, unless he can make the mediums last for 40 minutes. I'm not gonna switch to the guys again. As soon as I switched to Andre Hildebrand, he had a little bit of a slide. Sorry, Andre. Probably what they called a little bit of a commentator's curse. Sorry for that one. Up front, Wesley Ferrand, Cobus Ras, and Sean Olivier still struggling with that Nissan through turn 1, going very, very wide. Patrick Lingley in the other Nissan in 4th. Cleopas still in 10th place. We'll keep an eye on him, see if he can reel in Bradley Taylor. Because both of them, Cleo and Bradley, had some offs early in the race, and be interesting to see if they can get up to speed again and improve on their placings. Bradley also now very close to Andre Hildebrand, going through 4. Andre running a little bit wide, almost giving the opportunity for Bradley to go into the inside. Went a little bit wide under the braking, and Bradley takes that inside line and make the pass. And Chris Lissano now also getting closer to Dani Stander. Cleo at in 10th place already, gained about a second on Andre Hildebrand. Just thinking of what Nick Hodgson said in his track video. Going down these long straights, you have some time to think about your life, and probably going to be an interesting thought of going through turn 1 and then Oh, thinking of my life, what can I do tomorrow? Oh wait, I think I must start break now for turn 3. It was quite a interesting thought that Nick. But it is, these straights are so long, and one has some time to think out strategies and what move is next onto your competitor. Christy looking for opportunity to get past Arnie. Just keeping an eye on Cleo as well. Also now gaining on Andre Hildebrand. Arnie just managing to keep that gap about half a second. After 10 minutes, Wesley Ferrand's leading for a gap about almost 4 seconds on Kobus Ras. On Olivier in Nissan. Like that Nissan of Sean is a little bit of a handful, sliding, and the faster corners also understeering. Patrick there in 4th place. Dani Standard managing to keep Christie at bay around 0.6, 0.7 of a second. Clear now, very close to Andre Hildebrand. They're going a little bit wider, giving Clear the opportunity to go into the inside. Just too quick on the power there. Sorry Cleopas, I think that's now the second time I was focusing on you, and I think third time lucky. And no commentator's curse. Wesley still up front in the first position. Kobus Ras, Don Olivier, Patrick Lingley, Donny managed to open the gap a little bit to Christie. Don Raya is also now getting up to grips and maintaining a good consistency there. Bradley Taylor sliding that BMW through 4. And as we saw, on Monday night, I also had a little bit of a problem with the second race start. But outbrake myself and ended up stone last in that race on the first lap. And normally one would be very discouraged to continue racing if something like that happens, but just kept my cool and put in the consistent laps and managed to get back up to 6th position. So there's always enough time, and people up front do make mistakes, and you can minimize your mistakes. You can stop and get some positions back. Sean had a little bit of an off. So parking there in the sand trap. We're now on 8th. 5 seconds up the road, Bradley Taylor in 7th. Simon now about 3 seconds behind Donnie. Donnie in 5th position. Patrick in 4th. Olivier keeping within striking distance from Kobus, around 3 seconds. Still a long race with about 26 minutes to go. Kobus second and Wesley still. Some interesting facts about Chang International Racing Circuit. Just to put it into perspective, a LMP2 car around this track, they do a lap time of 1:23.8. That's about 20 seconds quicker than what we're managing with this with these old touring cars. As we know, these touring cars is from the 1990s. A more modern TCR touring car is doing a lap time of 1:44. Very well on par with the older cars. So these cars are quite quick at the time of, especially if you think about the 1990s. Quite interesting, a MotoGP motorbike doing a lap time of 1:30.9 around this track. Obviously still in the lead with Kobus in 2nd place. Kobus now increased the gap to Sean to about 6 seconds, with Patrick about 4 seconds behind Donnie Stander in 5th place. Christy Simon in 6th, about 5 seconds behind Donnie. Now with 23 minutes to go, I have to keep my eye on the pit stop situation. Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Wesley Ferrand is on mediums. I would assume that he will probably go and pit. I looked earlier in the practice rounds, I did see him practicing some pit stops, getting the crew ready to change tires and maybe add fuel. We'll watch out for that one. But at this moment is still going through. About 22 minutes to go. Now if I see Kobus now, Kobus is on hard tires in 2nd place. And if he's not gonna stop being on the hards, means that Wesley needs to probably up the pace if he is going to stop. to basically get back onto par with Kubus if Kubus does not stop. Bradley Taylor had a little bit of a problem. The Cleopas now also in passing. I think it might have been a spin. Leo back from 10th place up to 8th. Tricky turn 1. Tsunoshi drifting a little bit wide over that green strip. With about 21 minutes to go, Wesley's still in first place. He's not stopping yet. John Weyer was the first to stop. Putting up some hard tires now. And as we know, the Nissans will have to stop to fill up the tank again. John in his Nissan and Patrick, also both of them on mediums. They will probably stop and just put a new set of mediums on and do the other half of the race. Just trying to get to see what Wesley Ferrand's pit stop strategy gonna be. Now 9 seconds up the road from Kubus. Like Wesley is still managing those medium tires. And unfortunately Bradley had a little problem, it seems like technical issues, and he left the track. And as we did mention for the Nissan, Patrick Lingley coming into the pits. Some fuel and a new set of mediums. Yeah, because of the pit stop, Christy Summer now goes past into 5th. Vancouver still about 9 seconds down the road from Wesley. Like a very long pit stop for Patrick. Mechanics probably doing some other alterations as well. But he comes out then on a set of mediums. It looks like Wesley still got these mediums well under control. He's going through for another lap. Or maybe doing the whole race on mediums. And Sean Olivier also going into the pits. Also for fuel and a set of new mediums. Ray is still out there on hard tires. Technically using those new mediums and sliding through turn 4. In the pits and just ready to go out. And due to the pit stop, Olivier falls behind Andre Hildebrand with Cleopas close behind. With 15 minutes to go, Wesley Ferrand still in the lead. Sean Olivier managing to get past Andre. I think those new medium tires on the Nissan doing the job very well. Sean Olivier is actually now on a set of soft tires. Behind Sean, Andre Hildebrand and Cleopas Haula both. Andre on mediums with the BMW and Cleo on hards. And as predicted, Wesley Ferrand dives into the pit. And when he did so, Kubus was about 10 seconds behind him. Kubus do take the lead. See if Wesley can get up to speed again. Kubus does have the hards on, but it tends to go down a little bit at the end of the session. See around, see if Wesley can get back up to speed quickly. Wesley just coming out of the pits. And a new set of mediums. And in effect, at pit entry was 10 seconds up the road from from Kubus, and now he's 18 seconds behind. So the net time lost through that pit stop is around 28 seconds. If Wesley can reel in, Kubus will get back to that one. The guys are very stretched out now. But we'll have a look and see. Keep that gap that gap between Wesley and Kobus. It's already down to 17.5 seconds. I look at Dani Stander, he's also on the hards. I think he will probably go without a pit stop. 11 minutes to go. We're going through for another lap. Kobus going over the line with a 144.0. Basically coming over the line 0.5, so he was about a half a second quicker. But with only 10 minutes to go and about 17 seconds to catch up. Gonna be probably a little bit of a tall order, but let us see how it goes. Let's go on board with Christy Simon for a lap around. And as Nick mentioned, yeah, you've got a little bit of a time to think about your life going down this long straight. You turn 3. Christy not overdriving the BMW, being a backwheel drive. Needs some smooth throttle inputs. A little bit wide there, the exit of turn 4. Using the throttle to make sure the car stays straight and goes around the corners. Just slipping the curb there. Looks like Christie's not attacking the corners too much. I think it might unsettle the car a bit and create that oversteer problem. Very nicely done, smooth inputs, nice driving style. Patrick now going past Andre. Yeah, Patrick is on fresher tires with a Nissan. And they're also on mediums in the BMW. Oh, just under 7 minutes to go. Weber still leading Wesley by about 15 seconds. Wesley front doing the quickest lap for 1:43.3. On board with Arnie's Thunder coming up to turn 1. Now going through turn 1, upping the curb on the right hand side and did not overdrive it and just smooth. Wesley now about 14.5 seconds behind Corbus. So he's gaining. And keeping it tight through 7. Then 8. A little bit wide. With a wider entry to get some more speed, accelerate early through 10 and 11. Over the line. We're now 13 seconds. We did gain about 1.5 seconds on that previous lap. Doing some quick laps. Riding through 4 well controlled. On board with Cleopas down the main straight. That BMW, the tires probably giving some problems already. A little bit of understeer going through 1. Wesley for around now 12 seconds. Get another quick lap. Wesley for around 1:42.9. Biggest lap of the race. Doing about 215 kilometers with the BMW. Hit the brakes going into turn 4. And at this stage of the race with the tires being worn like this, all the concentration is needed to keep the BMW balanced and in a straight line. Clear is doing well. was coming to turn 12, leading by about 10.5 seconds. After Wesley Ferrand's pit stop, he did manage to get back about almost 9 seconds already. Doing very quick laps by 142s. Down is Thunder in the solid 3rd place. Wesley Simon doing very well in the BMW in 4th. And Sean Olivier with the Nissan also did a pit stop, 5th place. And Leo Pasaula, they're having a little bit of a problem or two at the first part of the session. Few offs, but did well to come back strong again. Patrick Linde also did a pit stop. And 7th place. Andre Hildebrand. John Beweye in 9th. Only about 10 seconds to go. Kobus is on his last lap. Very well done, Kobus, on that race. Did opt for the hard tires without a pit stop. Wesley Ferrand coming through in 2nd place. He did a pit stop and did well to get back around 11 seconds. And Dani Stander in 3rd. And Christy Simon in 4th place. John Olivier bringing up 5th. You in 6th place. And Patrick Lingley in 7th. And Andre Hildebrand 8th place, sorry, and then Sean in 9th. So thank you everyone for watching, and well done to the guys. Congratulations, Kobus on that win, and Wesley in 2nd, and Dani Stander in 3rd place. And Sean doing a donut or 2 fast there. This being round 5 of the SimTC series. I think there was just another one. As I said, there's another round left. Yeah, thank you for everyone watching, and I hope everyone will be starting to practice soon and get everything ready for the last round, 6. And again, congratulations to everyone on track and well driven. Didn't see major issues and major offs or problems that the guys had. Very well done, and hope everyone will stay healthy and well, and will we catch you around on the flip side again.